Hipster Review Weekly. My name is Nicole Reed, and today we are going to review 180 Doodle Quilting Designs, free motion ideas for blocks, borders and beyond. And this was compiled by Karen M. Burns, and it's a martingale publication. It was first published in 2016. I've only just recently got this book. It popped up on my when I was looking for some quilting books on Amazon, and it popped up and I thought I'd grab it. I haven't really done anything out of it, but I have had a look through, and it has some amazing designs in there that I could definitely adopt to my long arm quilting. So basically in the book she covers lines, waves and squiggles, loops, curves and pebbles, swirls, curves and feathers, and then she's just got a section called Just for Fun. So as I said, it is a great little, as you can see from the cover, it's got some great ideas in it. So when I opened up the book, I noticed that she had pretty much given you directions on how to do it and which way to go through it. And I have several of these books from Angela Walters, and now this lady as well. There's another one that I've got that should be arriving any day, hopefully. I've ordered a couple of other ones that are similar, and you can see here that they're just going through different styles of quilting. So this one here, I really like this one because you could use this in on negative space and create a secondary quilt pattern with thread, as opposed to actually having blocks pieced together. So this is probably one of my favorites. This is the one that jumped out at me when I first opened the book, and it's one that I definitely want to try and do on the long arm. And then you can see here we've got like little candy, I don't even know what you call those. They're just like figure eights basically, with a line going through them. So you're going through and you're basically coming down, and then you're going, so you can see the arrows there. So you start here, you're going along, you go up, do the figure eight, go along and do that. And I just really like the look of it, and I think that it would work really well on a border. It looks to be for a border as well. There's not a lot of explanation in this book, which is a shame because I think it could have just went so much further. But if you're a visual learner, this is the book for you. You don't have to read through much. That's pretty much all it's got, telling you what it's about, and that's about it. And each page is pretty much similar, and it just gives you all these patterns that you can use for a reference guide, and you can practice yourself. So while there's not a lot of explanation on things on how to do it, but as you know, with long arm quilting, it is very much a visual thing. I really like this one. I really like this one, and I'm almost tempted to do a half square triangle quilt with 10-inch blocks to make it just a layer cake or something like that, just to make it super easy, and actually put that on there, because I think that that would just be an awesome quilt, but when it was finished. But as I said, it just doesn't have a lot of information about it. It just goes into visual. So if you're a visual learner, you are definitely going to get a lot from this, and you can practice. This one here was another one that really took my eye. I take my hat off to this woman if she does this free motion, because I am so not at that level. I can do, you know, I do a lot of modern free motion, so I do a lot of heavy free motion, pebbles, straight lines. I tend to steer away from feathers and stuff like that, because I feel that's more traditional. I just like a lot of the simplistic style of modern quilting. And this one here, I'm in awe of this pattern, because I just wish I could do that. And it's one that it keeps jumping out at me. I don't like fish at all, and I don't have a quilt to put fish on, but I'm thinking that I'm going to give it a go. I don't know how well it's going to be, but I'm going to give it a go, and I'm actually going to practice this one. I'll do some drawing first, because I always draw out my patterns first, and I'm going to try and do the fish. I don't know how well it's going to go, and I may even film it for you so you can see how it goes and we can have a giggle together, because I don't think it's going to turn out that well. But I do take my hat off to this woman, and it is an amazing pattern. I can't think of anything that I would use it on except for maybe a Japanese quilt, maybe in a circle or something along those lines. But the designer is Sheila Sinclair. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. Snyder, I think it's pronounced. If I've pronounced that wrong, I'm terribly sorry. I'm not real good with last names, but yeah, I'm going to give that a go because that is amazing. I just love it. And there are some very intricate patterns. Like, I also like this one here as well. This one reminds me of a spider web, and I would like to see that probably on a Halloween themed quilt. But you can see there's some amazing patterns in here, and it gives you who has designed it. This one would be perfect. It's Hipster Holly. It's by Maddie Cote. Perfect for holiday quilts. It's an absolute perfect one. So yeah, you can see here there's just some awesome little designs in there. I like this one. This is going to be great for this one's by Laurie Kennedy, and I love a lot of her work. I have actually followed her on different social platforms, and this one I like the spools, especially for a border. I've got a couple of Qbot designs that have like a needle and thread and stuff like that, but I like the idea of doing it free motion and just doing the different designs on each spool. I think they're absolutely amazing. And then you go into like your feather boas and your plumes, and that's not sort of my style. I don't really like doing these. Not that I've done them a lot, not that I've had a lot of quilts that call for them, or customers for that matter that call for it, but I've never felt confident enough to do them. Maybe that's something that I can work on. Leave me a comment below if you want me to work on something like that, and I can possibly do a video on it, and you can see how bad I go or how good. I've tried them in the past and I'm not real hot on them. I have, however, done this style, like it's just line quilting and in the same sort of design. It's a little bit different, and this one's by the author Karen M. Burns, and I like this one. This is one that I do a lot in my quilts to fill up negative space, and this one as well. I've done ones very similar. But as you can see, there is lots of different patterns in there. It's a really good resource book. It is one that I would suggest that you get. As I said, I do have another one similar coming in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully it'll get here soon, and I will link up all the relevant information, where I got it from, how much it was, and how long it took to get. This only took me, I think, not even 14 days to get to me. So I will link up all that information down below. If you like this video today, give us a thumbs up down below, leave us a comment and tell us what you thought. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon beside it, and that way you won't miss out on any future posts. My name's Nicole Reid for Dravanalee Designs Studio, and this is Review Weekly, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.